Hey guys, Nick back here and welcome to the second episode of Road to SS rank. This episode's just one race, but it is definitely worth the 8 minutes. Right in the background are my warm-up laps, and I managed to get a 207.3, and this being the daily race. I was more or less trying to figure out what my strengths and weaknesses are at the Nürburgring, and especially considering the fact that the Nation League race is the exact same format with the Porsches and the Nürburgrings at I think 9 or 10 laps or something with different amounts of tire wear. But anyways, it's a go, 3, 2, 1, go, and away we go. For whatever reason, our Porsche is stuck in first gear. Not big of an issue. We managed to get away cleanly, and into the first corner we go. A little bit late on the brakes, but we managed a little tap from behind, but we managed to make it out nonetheless. And skipping to the next lap, the Lamborghini gets a very good run out of the last corner. And we hold the inside very defensively, and out of the first corner, Lamborghini gets another very good run, and we completely misjudge the corner, go wide, and that's Lamborghini into second place and us into third. Very good move by him, by the way. Skipping ahead 2 laps, yep, 2 laps, and we've picked up a half a second penalty, but that's not big of an issue. And ahead, the Lamborghini actually pits, and this is where things get interesting, because on 1 tank of fuel you barely make it to the end of the race. So Lamborghini pitting in, opting for hard tires and a full tank of fuel, and he's going to be exiting just around, actually in between the traffic, so that's a very good stop for him. And skipping ahead another lap, at the end of this lap, the Audi actually turns into the pits, and as I said, this is where things get interesting, because if you look at the bottom right, we have 2 remaining laps of fuel, and there are 4 laps left in the race. And tire degradation is going to start becoming a factor as well, because we are going to start pacing a lot slower than those who are on new tires. So here we are, lap 6, and we are 11 seconds ahead of second place. So that's a lot of breathing room, and we actually use half a lap of fuel. So we should be barely making it the end of the race, and obviously we have to factor in the 2-second penalty as well. So, and skipping ahead another lap actually, and we have 1 lap of fuel, and the delta is actually surprisingly still at 10 seconds, probably because second and third are swapping over position. But as I said, tire wear playing a big factor. It's starting to affect me, and apex are starting to be missed, braking points are barely hit. And skipping ahead next lap, the delta actually drops all the way down to 6 seconds, so maybe second or third place got their act together. And looking at the bottom right, remaining laps of fuel, 0.5. Now that's a bit of a concern, because that may mean that we barely make it, or we might just run out just before the end of the race. We'll find out anyways. And we also have a 1.7 second penalty, which we have to serve before the end of the race. And actually, jumping back to the Lamborghini, you could barely see the Porsche, my Porsche, up just to like maybe 10 car lengths away. And fast forwarding a bit towards the end of the lap, heading towards the penultimate, heading towards the chicane. The Lamborghini and the Audi TT, obviously with a lot more fuel and running a higher fuel mode. I'm actually heading into the chicane, and they're right behind me. Taking a look behind me, that's a scary sight, and we run out of fuel actually. That's our race out of the window. But looking ahead, the Lamborghini and the Audi are actually both very close in terms of who's going to win the race. Both with penalties, by the way, and they clash each other, and as they pass the line, Oh, the Lamborghini actually wins the race, probably because the Audi got a penalty or two or something. But jumping back to us, we stroll across the line. Us in P3, not exactly the results that we wanted after being teased with victory for a few laps, but besides, very good race. Really wish we could have won that race, but in terms of the end goal, our safety rating actually goes up to an A, so in terms of the end goal, that's us improving, so that's a very good thing. And then in the next episode, that we will be racing in the Nation League's race, so stay tuned for that, and hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one, take care, bye.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you.